as we're shrinking down our crime scene so that Aaliyah can continue with their investigation, and we're only holding the necessary section of the area that we need for the criminal investigation. There's no update on the officer's condition. He's still in intensive care, and as far as we know, right now he's still resting comfortably. His family is arriving, his wife is on scene, and we are working to receive the remainder of his family at the hospital. We do, as I mentioned, we do have two suspects in custody. One of them is 16 years old. The other is a 25-year-old male. The shooter in this incident, we believe, is the 16-year-old. We have a handgun which matches the description of the handgun, as well as the casings, caliber of casings found at the scene, and we do believe that these are the suspects that were involved. The witnesses have identified the suspects as the ones involved in the robbery, as well as those involved in the shooting. So we're pretty much clear as to who we're looking for, and we believe that we have the appropriate suspects in custody. As I mentioned, we'll be scaling back our crime scene to allow them to conduct the investigation for the officer-involved shooting. And there's nothing really further to add right now. Here within the hour, I'll have our Sergeant Williams release the picture of our officer who was in the hospital. It's just been a lot going on, and we've not been able to get it to you at this time, but we will release that as soon as we possibly can.
You said the 16-year-old is believed to be the trigger puller?
Yes.
Chief, your reaction to that, just taking that in?
You know, each and every day we deal with different circumstances, and it's very disappointing that someone even this age would go to such great lengths, and so it was kind of one of those difficult things to take in, one of those difficult things that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
You said you're shrinking the perimeter. How small?
We're shrinking it down to about, I'll say, 3 blocks, just the critical areas that we need so that we're able to contain the area for the evidence technicians to collect all of the evidence and identify the area that's needed for the crime scene.
And Chief, just to be clear, you said the suspects were how old again?
One of them is 16 years old, and the other is 25.
And can we talk a little bit about federal assistance and when you called them and how many are here? What are all the agencies here today?
Well, first I'll say thank you to all of them. I'll start there. The number of agencies that are out here, I'd hate to name them because I don't want to miss anyone, but I'll just first say thank you to Sheriff Petway and the Sheriff's Department, who greatly assisted us in containing the crime scene. We also had the Marshals Service here, ATF, and if I forgot anyone or missed anyone, I'm sorry, but there were a number of agencies out here to assist us with the crime scene.
J-Town was mentioning this morning how several years ago that wouldn't have happened, y'all calling them so early in the investigation so they couldn't jump on it.
Oh no, absolutely. One of the first things that I wanted to make sure of is that we had open line of communication with our federal partners, and that everyone is involved, and we're holding critical scenes, that everyone has a piece in what happens here, and that I think you're mentioning J-Town and the PSP, but even so, regardless, I don't think I mentioned the Marshal Service. They were also present, but we're doing everything that we can to work with everyone in the region so that we have a very strong law enforcement presence here.
Do you have a positive outlook going forward in terms of the officer's condition?
Right now I don't want to get too much into the officer's condition. We just remain hopeful that everything will work out. He's in recovery, and we're pulling for him.
Will you be visiting Detective Finke at the hospital?
As soon as I leave here after this interview, I'm going directly to the hospital. What we typically do is I'll respond to the scene. The assistant chief will respond over to the hospital with the officer and coordinate with the family.
Chief, how do you break news like this to Officer Finke's family?
Well, it's a very difficult thing. What we do is we typically try to get someone out to the scene to talk to them in person, so that we're delivering any type of difficult news to them in person, and we're also able to assist them safely get to the hospital and set up at the hospital as best we can.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you guys so much. We'll get the picture out to you and any other information out to you as soon as we can. Thanks so
That'd
much.
be